Hey friends, I'm really excited to have you in this section on personal photography. So basically I'm going to talk about what is personal photography, why is personal photography important, and how to do it. So the first thing is, what is personal photography? So for me, personal photography is making photos for yourself. And I think in modern society we've been programmed to think that doing things which are focused on yourself and selfish is evil. Now, I don't think that's the case. I think the best type of photography we could do is personal, because the more personal we make it, the more authentic our photos will be, and the more other people could actually relate to it. So basically one of my philosophies is, by being more personal and by being a little bit more self-centered or self-focused, you could actually end up empowering other people more. And with personal photography, it's really a way for you to photograph your own life and use your own life, your own family, and to use yourself as the main character of your photography. So for example, a lot of documentary photographers will go into the lives of other people and document the lives of foreign cultures, different subcultures, and different families. But in personal photography, you empower yourself by using your own subjective view of the world and realizing that that's just your way of seeing the world, and that's okay. I think a lot of times photographers try to make more objective views of reality through photojournalism and reportage photography, but all photography is eventually subjective because you are the lens in which you filter the world. You decide what's significant and you decide what's not significant. So personal photography is it's all about making your photography as personal and as subjective as possible. Now, why is personal photography such a powerful concept? For me, personal photography is so powerful because regardless of how busy you are, regardless of what your job is, where you live, etc., you can make good photos and you could create a photography project of your whole life. So think of your whole life and yourself as a photography project. A lot of times people are, okay, I want to photograph boxers in Cuba, or I want to photograph a local homeless shelter, or I want to photograph a school. But the problem is that often our busy everyday lives keep us from doing it. So a practical way you can think about it, let's say you commute to work every single day. You just have your camera on your neck or on your wrist. You're photographing your commute. You're photographing selfies of yourself in the mirror. You're photographing your shadow. When you come home, you kiss your loved ones. You photograph your kid. You photograph your wife. You photograph your partner. And your whole photographic project could be a documentation of your own life. So you could do it anywhere, and once again, it gives you a more sense of gratitude of your life. How to do personal photography. It doesn't really matter what camera you have. You could just use your phone, you could use a Ricoh GR2 camera, a Fuji X100, whatever. The biggest, most important thing in personal photography is to use a camera that's as unobtrusive as possible and as easy to use as possible. So generally with my personal photography, I've shot a lot of it on a Ricoh GR version 2. I just shoot in program mode, shoot in RAW, and when I'm importing my photos into Lightroom, I just use free King presets, which are included in the starter kit. What you want to do is reduce as much friction as possible from the photo making process and just photograph based on your gut. So don't worry so much about composition, of getting the perfect lighting, whatever. Anytime you instinctively see something that's personally meaningful to you or resonates within your heart and your soul, just photograph it. So there's really no right or wrong way to shoot personal photography. Just ask yourself, is it personal or is it not personal? And the more personal you can make your photos, the more authentic your photos will be. And the more authentic your photos would be, the more your viewers will relate to your photos and feel some sort of emotional connection and feel affected by your photos in a positive way.